With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the International Virtual Racing League's Pinkett Ford Cup Series fires it off for the second week. At a short track, we're going to visit the famous Paperclip right here, Martinsville, Virginia, hosting tonight's HMG Innovations 100. That's right, 100 miles around this half-mile track, 200 laps on tap. Stage number 1 will come to an end at lap number 40. Stage 2 at lap number 80. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave, bringing you all the calls from trackside. There you can see a little bit of track information up on screen. 67 degrees out there for these drivers to lay down a qualifying time here in this quick 5-minute qualifying session. As drivers begin to lay down those qualifying times, we'll get the timing and scoring up over to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along just like we do. Patrick Gaspar goes top of the speed charts. Quick time here at Martinsville. 1966 is the fast time here for that 86 of Gaspar. Joey McKinney yet to get out there on track. How about Jim Ott? Nicholas Pressey, he's yet to get onto the track. Ryan Farrell looks like he's making his way to his car. Cade Gimbel slots 13th with his first time lap. And as the music slowly begins to fade away into the background, we'll get you some of your championship standings coming into tonight's race here from Martinsville, Virginia. Race number 8 for the Pinkett Ford Cup Series. And let's see, we've got about 19 drivers on the speed chart still. At least a good 10 to 12 drivers yet to put in their qualifying time. And we're going to get a little bit anxious here, so let's go ahead and what do you say we hide some of those qualifying times for just a brief moment. Bring in your championship standings coming into tonight's race. In the IVRL's Pinkett Ford Cup Series, there you can see Jaden Gimbel leading the point standings. 37 points above Tommy Schaefer, Nicholas Pressey, Ryan Farrell, Charles Urich rounding out that top 5. Close little battle back there between Randy Henshaw and Brandon Key. If you remember, Key went to victory lane last week at Richmond. Will the momentum pay off? Will he be able to keep it near the front of this field with just about 2 minutes remaining in qualifying? There you see a little bit of the rundown of your championship point standings, and we'll get that timing and scoring back over to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see while we were away, Nicholas Pressey grabbed that top spot in his Ford Mustang. Pressey gonna turn in a 1950 for the quick time here in qualifying at Martinsville. And just like that, the track is quiet with only about a minute and a half remaining here in qualifying. 30 drivers on the speed chart, still 4 drivers yet to turn in a time lap, and there's no movement down there near pit road. So we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, head down trackside for your national anthem. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see? So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
And as we head back trackside for tonight's HMG Innovations 100, let's get a little closer to the track. What do you say we go down trackside with our special guest here tonight joining us for the commands down on pit road? What do you say we go trackside?
Hello, my name is Nicholas Weatherby. I am a freelance motorsports photographer. I run my own little business called NW Photography, and I go to tracks around the country to do some motorsports photography. I was given the awesome chance tonight to do the engine command for the race, so here goes. Drivers, start your engines.
And with the command, we head trackside up front with your race leaders, snatching that pole position here in qualifying. As you hear those familiar bells begin to ring in the background, you know the sound, you know that means it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the HMG Innovations 100 right here from Martinsville, Virginia, starting inside row number 1, your pole sitter, the 94 of Nicholas Pressey. Wesley Jeanette, the 74, will line up just to his outside. Back in row number 2 here tonight from Martinsville, the 26 of Matthew Baker and the 76 of Charles Urich. Patrick Gaspard, Tyler Brown back in row 3, row number 4. Here tonight from the paperclip, the 7 of Tyler Gentry and the 81 of Jaden Gimble. Jason Blaney and Brandon Key rounding out your top 10 back in 11th. Maxwell Castro into his outside, the 43 of Ryan Farrell. Row number 7 here tonight, the HMG Innovations 100 from Martinsville Speedway, the 24 of Nick Goebel and the 70 of Eric Hegdal. Row number 8, the 42 of John Freeman. And the 75 of Jaden Darling. Jim Ott, Randy Henshaw. Back in row number 9, row number 10 here tonight, the 45 of Adam Wood and the 29 of Tommy Schaefer. Donald Bennett, Ryan Henshaw round out row number 11, row number 12 here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia, the 08 of Glenn Grimm and the 5 of Mark Snyder. John Tiller, Nick Cannon back in row 13. Back in 27th starting position, the 6 of Matthew Montgomery. The 22 of Chad Hitchcock will line up just to his outside back in row 14. Row 15 here tonight, the 2 of Cade Kimball and the 44 of Jason Ayerson. Cody McKinney, Nathan Line back in row 16. And rounding out your field here tonight, Ben Tooney and Joey McKinney. And that's going to do it for your starting lineup as drivers make their way down the backstretch behind the pace car. It's going to make that left-hand turn. We'll slowly hear the music fade and the engines will come to life right here for the first time under the lights at Martinsville Speedway. Green flag and on the gas. Down into turn number 1, the 94 grabs the position. Everybody chasing after your pole sitter, Nicholas Pressey, down the backstretch. We're clean and clear through turns 1 and 2. We're going to take a little bit of a look back further through the field. What do you say, race fans? Get a little bit more of the action for you out there on the track. Urich going at it with Gaspar right here. Matthew Baker, I apologize, and Charles Urich going at it for that 3rd and 4th position on track. Gaspar running in that 5th position, and no, we've got a driver to pit road already. Looks like the 29 of Tommy Schaefer has to come to pit road. Early trouble here tonight. Pass-through penalty for Tommy Schaefer. We'll have to get our ears out there and see what we can find out about what happened there with Tommy Schaefer. Must have been something on the restart that caused that problem, that caused that error. We stay green flag, and caution's going to fly for the first time here tonight at Martinsville. Caution flag flies, lap number 4. Let's see if we can check the replay, see what happened here. And it looks like I do believe John Freeman may have been caught up and involved in this one. Let's go to the replay. There you can see the 42 on the high side, and everything looks clean and clear. Oh, there's the bump, and around the 42 goes. He's going to slide up to the top of the track. Lose a ton of track position here. He's going to line up way tail end of the field. It doesn't seem like drivers will be coming to pit road this early in tonight's race. Caution flag flies for the first time here tonight. The Pinkett Ford Cup Series back behind the iRacing pace car. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
And back trackside as the field remains behind the iRacing pace car. We do want to take this moment to apologize. Had a little bit of spotter bleed over. Looks like one of the frequencies was off. We've got a hold of that team. Got them switched over to a good channel. No more bleed over for the rest of the night. We do apologize for that. But again, welcome. How you doing? If you're just now joining us here under caution for the first time tonight at Martinsville Speedway in the HMG's Innovations 100.
I run my own little business called NW Photography.
Nicholas Pressey, your pole sitter here tonight, has led every single lap. Wesley Jeanette just to his outside for the restart. Once again, your front row looks exactly the way it did coming to the start of tonight's race. Everybody going to get double file, and we're going to get ready to go back. Green flag racing here from Martinsville. Through the restart box and on the gas goes Pressey. He's going to pull well and away from the field. Here's Charles Urich now looking to the inside. Urich down on the bottom of the track trying to make that inside lane work, trying to take that second position away from Jeanette. Jeanette's holding strong on the outside for the time being. Will he be able to keep that fast 76 at bay? And it looks like now Urich with the advantage as he's down into the corner, and he's going to complete the pass. That's going to open up the door for Gimbel. And Jaden Gimbel in the 81 looks to the bottom, but no, the 74 of Jeanette will close it off. We'll go nose to tail through your top five. With your top five all nose to tail on the track, fastest lap laid down by Nicholas Pressey last time around. What do you say we jump back through the field a little bit? Back here with Adam Wood, the 45 sits in that 11th position just outside of your top 10, trying to run down Jim Ott, the Auto Owners Insurance, number 4, just off in front. There's the 48 of Maxwell Castro, and the 77 goes around. John Tiller with a spin off of the corner, and oh, it looks like we had another spin up near the front of this field. It looks like possibly two separate spins here under one caution flag. Let's go see what happened to Tiller. We'll take one more look at this from above the track. And there's the 77 getting through the corner. Everything looks good. And up, just gassing it up a little bit, losing too much grip. And there he goes, right on around. And that's going to be it. The 77 of John Tiller will head to the back of the field early here tonight at Martinsville. So I don't want to say you're safe, because you're never safe if you're involved in an on-track incident. You never know what can happen if you get back through the field, back in the running order. Things contested a little bit more heavily as you get further away from the race lead. But if you're going to have it happen, you want to have it happen very early, especially at a short track like this at Martinsville, where track position is king, is key. And you may have yourself moving up through the running order with some pit road strategy. Going to have to get off pace, but we've seen multiple different strategies work here at Martinsville. We've seen this race come down to a fuel mileage race as well, so don't count that out just yet. Long green flag runs known to happen here at Martinsville. Drivers just kind of get settled in, get the rhythm, and everything will work out. Tommy Schaefer, there you can see the 29 getting the lucky dog this time around. Schaefer had a pit road penalty, or a black flag, a penalty that he had to serve at the beginning of the race here, so that put Schaefer down multiple laps very early. So he's going to have to depend on not only caution flags, but he's going to have to depend on the stage breaks as well. Lap number 40, stage number 1 will come to a close. We're right about the halfway point through stage 1. Stage number 2 will end at lap number 80. So he's got at least 2 more opportunities to put himself in that lucky dog position, or keep that lucky dog position. Listed as the only driver off of the lead lap right now, Tommy Schaefer in the 29 sits in 31st. We've seen Charles Urich gain 2 positions here tonight, from 4th to 2nd in these opening laps. Will he have anything for your race leader? Nicholas Pressey in that 94, as Pressey will elect to take the bottom lane for the restart. And it looks like Charles Urich, he doesn't want any part of that high side. He's going to stay to the bottom of the track as well. Everybody will move up on the outside. There you can see Wesley Jeanette. He'll come back to the front of the field. The choose line in effect here with the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series. iRacing pace car will make the left-hand turn, and we'll get back. Green flag racing once again here at the half-mile paperclip in Martinsville, Virginia. Field off of 4 and into the restart zone, and wait for it. And I believe caution flag comes back out. These drivers are going to have to go one more lap around. Everybody going to go one more time around the track before we get back to green flag racing. Looks like the choose cone throwing a few drivers for a little bit of a loop here tonight. Very quick decisions have to be made off of turn number 4 coming to the restart. There you can see just one more circuit around the track. Drivers are set and in their positions. Race officials and admins ready to fire this thing back off. Pressey leads them to the box, and wait for it on the gas, and green flag flies. Nicholas Pressey not wasting any time. And how about Jeanette? He quickly dropped to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to close that off. Charles Urich, no chance to keep that second position. He's now going to be under fire. The 17 of John Blaney at the top of the speedway. Contact the 00. And Patrick Gaspar into the outside wall. Gaspar. Oh, and there's the 27. The 27 catches a piece of this one. Ryan Henshaw with trouble here late. Late after the initial caution flag flew, Patrick Gaspar caught up involved in the initial chaos. Let's go back here. There you can see that 00 racing hard with him down on the inside. And a little bit of contact on the door. That sends the HMG Innovations 86 to the top of the speedway. And there you see drivers now trying to miss everything Caden Gimbel gets caught up and involved. There you can see the 27 also caught up and involved. Let's go back here, see what happened with Henshaw. Kind of late to the party and in some unfortunate circumstance. Henshaw gets caught up in this one, trying to get on the brakes hard, on the binders, and just loops it right into the inside wall. Man, that's tough. Back up front with your race leader, the 94 of Nicholas Pressey continues to lead tonight's race at Martinsville, Virginia. Pressey captured the pole position in qualifying here tonight with a 19.50. Pressey takes the top spot in qualifying, hasn't looked back since. He's led all 23 laps here tonight from Martinsville. Caution number 3. As there you can see, Tommy Schaefer, big benefit right now for Schaefer. I know nobody wants to really see those caution flags, except for maybe the driver inside of that 29. Tommy Schaefer now listed just 1 lap down, and if he can stay 1 lap down and stay the first and only car 1 lap down, look for him to get himself back onto the lead lap with another lucky dog at the end of stage number 1. We're just about 16 or so laps away from that when we drop the green flag once again here tonight from Martinsville Speedway in the International Virtual Racing League Pinkett Ford Cup Series. We do want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor this season here in the International Virtual Racing League, Pinkett Ford. PinkettFord.org, providing hope and empowerment by enriching the lives of all those affected by breast cancer. An approved 501c nonprofit organization. Pinkett Ford, family-oriented and centered, comprised of 4 family members, 3 cousins, 1 daughter, all touched at some point in some way by this terrible disease. We all know somebody, or we know somebody that knows somebody. If you're looking to help out a little bit, you're looking to find some information, looking to help out a friend, point them in the right direction, scroll down in the description. You can find the link down there. Head right over to the Pinkett Ford website. That's PinkettFord.org. Drivers will have 1 more lap around this track before they nail the gas pedal once again. Pressey chooses that inside lane this time. Charles Jurek elects to stay to his outside. The fallout. The 76 Chevy Z01 Camaro will start outside row 1. Wesley Jeanette picks the inside lane. Jaden Gimbel will line up in 4th. Through turn number 4, everybody stacks up at the front of the field on the, I thought we were going to be on the gas in the restart box this time. Pressey going a little bit deeper in the box, keeping the field a little bit slower on the restart. He's still going to scoot away, but this time Urich able to hold tight, hold serve. He's about a car length and a half off of him as we go back through 3 and 4. Side-by-side battle. Looks like teammates versus teammates. Back there around that 4th position, Jaden Gimbel, Jason Blaney, Adam Wood, all going at it, mixing it up on the track. Off of turn 2, down the back stretch here, top 7, 8, 9, now make that 10. All single file on the track here at Martinsville. Looks like a few of these drivers ready to get some green flag laps in, and here goes the 81. He gives them a little bit of a look, not going to take the chance just yet. A little bit of bumper beating right there, whoa, big moment for Gimbel. Big moment right there as well for Blaney. And we've got trouble on the track once again. Tommy Schaefer, Glenn Grimm, Cade Gimbel may have been caught up and involved in this latest incident, but it looks like we've got somewhat of a pile up near the tail end of the field. Let's go back, check the replay. Let's go see what happened here with Nathan Line. Going contact line with Patrick Gaspar. There's the 22. The 00 caught up again. The 24 catches a piece. How about the 29? The 08 also going to grab a little bit of damage, a little bit of contact here. What do you say we look at it one more time? High above the track in one of the turn 3 drone cams. There you can see focusing in on that 71 of Nathan Line, and contact between the 43 and the 24. That stacked up the field. 71 into the 86, or 86 into the 71, and well, that's all she wrote from there. Unfortunately, with that contact, though, Tommy Schaefer will not receive the lucky dog contact incident points. We'll keep him out of that lucky dog position so nobody gets the wave around, and we'll jump back live once again at the front of the field. Race leader Nicholas Pressey continues to lead every lap here tonight. All 31 laps belong to the 94-year pole sitter, and he is on the verge of locking down, locking out the stage 1 win here. Just about 8 laps in front of us. Driver's going to have a short shootout to the end of stage number 1. Multiple drivers down to pit road this time, this opportunity. Patrick Gaspar, Brandon Key. There you can see Tommy Schaefer also down onto pit road. Nathan Lyon into pit road. 71 with some big time damage. He's been down on pit road for quite some time now. So are we seeing a gamble with Tyler Brown, Nick Goebel, and Ryan Henshaw all coming to pit road? Those are the only lead lap cars to come to pit road under this latest caution. Look for those drivers to stay out at the end of stage 1. Yeah, it's going to mix up the field and make things very interesting. Also looking back at the drivers that came to pit road last week's race winner inside of his number 8 Chevy Z01 Camaro, Brandon Key, comes to pit road on lap 31. Look for Key to stay out at the end of stage 1 and get himself a ton of track position. Well, that's if the front of this field decides they're going to go ahead and pit. We seen earlier here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we've seen races here at Martinsville really be manipulated by the fuel mileage strategies under certain circumstances and conditions. Will we see a big swing on the strategy scale, or will drivers keep it pretty much kosher and come and get those Goodyear tires? Field double file back into turn number 3. We're going to get set to go back. Green flag racing here from Martinsville. Let's head to the drone cam for the restart, into the restart box, and we're going to go one more lap around. Race control and admins. The McKinney brothers and Ben Tooney all pulling admin duties and race control here tonight from the paperclip. 3 of the admins, and they're going to say, let's go back around one more time. Field now looks a little bit more organized and caught back up. Everybody in their positions, and we'll go back. Green flag racing this time around. Field back into the restart box. Wait for it, and on the gas quick this time is Pressey. He's going to scoot away from the field. Whoa, big move by Uric. He's all over the curb, almost into that 74. That could have ended bad for both of those drivers. Everybody stacks up at the front of the field. Jeanette down to the bottom. Uric looks to the high side. 81 of Gimbal right there. Jason Blaney in the 17 beginning to close in. How about Matthew Baker? That 26 is making some headway on the outside. And here comes the 45 of Adam Wood, and we've got another caution flag on the evening. That's going to be the end of stage number 1. Nick Goebel has some trouble. What do you say we go take a look, trying to see what happened here, trying to see what went down with Goebel that brought out our 5th caution of the night here. eBay Motors number 24 down into turn 3, and on the brakes it looked a little bit quick through the center of the corner and just loses traction, unable to keep the car underneath him. and he's going to have to spin it around. He'll give up a ton of track time, but no worse for the wear. Didn't hit anything, and that's always a good thing. So we'll jump back up front with your race leader, Wesley Jeanette, as Nicholas Pressey and Matthew Baker head down pit road. Ryan Farrell, Mark Snyder, Tyler Brown, Chad Hitchcock, Ryan Hinshaw, all to pit road under our latest caution here tonight. We're going to have to get confirmation on the stage win, but I do believe that is going to belong to Nicholas Pressey. I mean, why else would you come to pit road and give up that stage win? The 94 Ford Mustang driven by Pressey, fast in qualifying, fast here. All of stage one, every single restart being able to pull the field by at least a car length and a half without any real troubles. And here we go, Tommy Schaefer. He's going to get himself back around the pace car, get one of his laps back, as Schaefer somehow found a way to get himself back on the lead lap, and I do believe so. Not sure how Schaefer has managed to do it, but man, his team has got to be jumping for joy right now. I mean, just 3-4 laps down early here tonight, and to get them all back by the end of stage one, that is a good roll of the dice. Mr. Schaefer, I might need you to go to the casino with me after this one. A lot of luck in store for that 29, but will he keep that rabbit's foot, or will it fall out the right side of the car and find some trouble here tonight? Schaefer back down pit road as your lucky dog. Wesley Jeanette now taking over the race lead. Just our first lead change of the night. Second race leader. Fifth caution on the evening. There you can see the 22 of Chad Hitchcock trying to beat the pace car off of pit road. Does he do it? Yes, he does. He's going to get to make his way around the track. The 22 of Hitchcock already behind the 8 ball here. Needed that to try to keep himself on the lead lap. He's going to manage to do so, and we're going to get set. Next time around the field, we'll get double file. We'll get set and sorted out and ready to fire things back off. Once again here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia, in the International Virtual Racing League's Pinkett Ford Cup Series. You're watching the HMG Innovations 100. Drivers still moving into their places as the pace car has already ducked off. I do believe we are going to get that green flag this time around. And yes, pace car lights stay off. So we're going to fire things back off right here from Martinsville, Virginia. And on the gas, Wesley Jeanette now takes the official race lead down into turn number 1 up to speed. And he looks to walk away from Urich. Charles Urich battling for second right now and looks to oh my goodness. Nick Cannon deep into the corner, almost taking that position, and caution flag flies once again here from Martinsville, lap 45. Looks like Matthew Montgomery may have been caught up and involved in this latest one. Let's go see if we can't check the replay. Do we got that, boys? Yes, we do. Let's head to the replay. And there's the contact, and around goes the 6. Oh, the 5 barrels into him. Donald Bennett, a little bit of a pinball out there on the outside of the track. He's going to catch multiple shots here. The 31 of Bennett, big time trouble here. He's going to go straight back behind the wall. And the 6 with some trouble as well, trying to get turned around and refired. Oh, and right into your race leaders, trying to get it fired up. Wesley Jeanette makes contact. Oh, no. Do we got a better shot? Can we get it? Can we get a little closer, guys? And there you go. Look at that front splitter right here on Jeanette. Crinkled up now. It's not the best, but look at the man right behind him. Charles Jurek also has front end damage here. I know it's short track racing and the aerodynamics really not as important as the mechanical grip here at Martinsville, Virginia, especially down in these concrete corners. We'll notice these drivers able to keep a good bit of pace, but how much is that going to affect the way the car actually is handling it? The tire wear is the big concern, and with front end damage as always, as anything got clogged up in the way, will anything be making those temperature rise? The driver is going to have to keep their eyes on that water temperature, and there you can see, looking at it, it looks like when the 74 was involved in his incident, the 76, he's the one that clipped into the back end with nowhere to go. Quick stab of the brakes, but wasn't on it fast enough. And into the back of Jeanette. Front end damage now for Urick. Jaden Gimble will restart back in third, as the 6 of Matthew Montgomery will head to the tail end of the field. Drivers should receive the 1 to go to take their spots in the choose line, and down at the bottom, your top 3 drivers will stay at the bottom. Wave around now, going to Matthew Montgomery, and a big move up through this field now. Nick Cannon will start outside row number 1. 45 of Adam Wood will restart second in that outside lane. Your top 3 drivers before the choose line all elected to keep it on the bottom of the racetrack. 7 of Tyler Gentry joins the drivers at the top of the speedway. In the iRacing pace car, going to keep these drivers at speed and turn the lights out this time by. We'll get ready to fire things back off one more time here from Martinsville. Pace car back down on pit road. Field coming to the restart box, and green flag flies as the 74 nails the gas and scoots away. Charles Jurek and Nick Cannon gonna battle for that second position. We'll jump back through the field a little bit, watch the tail end of this pack, mid-pack and on back. That's where we seem to have some of the contact, some of the issues here tonight. Let's go back, and there you can see 94 of Nicholas Pressey. He's making his way back up through this field now, outside of your top 15. The 94 sits in 16. Only man to venture to the top on purpose. The 94, 2-3 wide contact. 76 around 94. A Pressey hard contact. 5 catches the piece as well. We watched it live, happening right in front of our eyes. Contact, and around goes the 76-94. Tries to avoid it, but nowhere to go. And how quickly things can change. Nicholas Pressey was coming back through the field, now caught up and involved. He's going to have a longer night ahead of him as we go to the replay here. There you see those drivers going by, and catching it late from that vantage point. Let's back it up one more time here. There you can see the 94 out there on that high line. Out there running it purposely. He's out there in the 08 down into the corner, just a little bit hot into the side of the 76. 74, I apologize. And that's going to catch the 94 of Nicholas Pressey. And Pressey becomes your latest victim after leading all of stage number 1. In trouble on the track now for your pole sitter. And we'll head back up front with your race leader, Wesley Jeanette, who's took the race lead at the end of stage number 1. He's kept it in his back pocket, moving in on about 25 laps or so to go before the end of stage number 2. Then the big long run to the end of tonight's race. Drivers all making their way through turns 3 and 4 will cross the line this time around. And drivers will be notified now. 1 to go this time around. Choose line will come back into effect, and drivers will begin to pick their poison. Do you want to be at the top? Do you want to be at the bottom? No real clear-cut advantage for either line on the restarts with these quick cautions. It's all about go at this point in time in gaining that track position. And how about a tale of 2 races here? Tommy Schaefer in the 29 had to come down pit road on the green flag, came around, had to come down pit road, found himself multiple laps down here tonight, was able to work his way back onto the lead lap by the end of stage number 1. And the man that started at the front of this field on the pole and led every single lap in stage number 1 now finds himself off of the lead lap, outside of your top 25. Nicholas Pressey back in 28th, now 1 lap down. And it does appear like we have seen our first retirement of the night. The 31 turn 3 machine piloted by the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, Donald Bennett, no longer on track. Looks like damage sustained to the engine keeps him out of tonight's race. Bennett will walk away 31st here tonight from Martinsville in the HMG Innovations 100. Everybody ready to go back? Green flag racing. We are up here in the booth. Let's get it on. They come through 3 and 4, and we'll nail the gas once again. 74 of Jeanette on the gas, and green flag flies once again from Martinsville. Good restart there on the outside lane for that 60 of Nick Cannon. Urich able to hold serve on the inside, battling for that second spot. Not quite going to get there. 81 way up the track, almost into the side of that Toyota Camry. The 45 of Adam Wood, the Monster Energy Camry, looking good here tonight. Everybody chasing after Jeanette, who has the biggest race lead we've seen so far here tonight. 0.8 of a second over Urich and Gimbel, who are now single file. Heading back into turn number 1, and caution flag will fly once again. Nathan Line caught up and involved in this latest incident. Let's go back. Let's see if we can't see what happened. Do we got that one, boys? Yeah, they're all right. Thumbs up. We've got that one. Let's go check the replay. 71 struggling a little bit, and the 24 comes in, has a little bit of contact, and that's going to stack them up, and that's going to cause a lot of chaos. Let's go back, check that replay one more time here. 44 and the 71 battling back here in the tail end of the field. 24 comes in just a little bit, gets a piece of the left rear, and the 71 down into a teammate That's going to be talked about over the meeting tomorrow morning. Wednesday meeting, not going to be fun for a few of the teammates here in the field, but, well, we'll head back to the front with your race leader, Wesley Johnson, doing what we see Nicholas Pressey do in that initial stage, and that's take the race lead and keep it at the front. Quick successive cautions, and we're back behind the pace car once again. We're going to step away for a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
In backtrack side as the field under caution once again here tonight for the 8th time at Martinsville Speedway. In the HMG Innovations 100, stage number 2 well underway. We'll see it come to a close here in about 14 laps or so once we go back. Green flag racing. Drivers mixing it up for the second week straight on the short tracks. Richmond, Virginia, last week we watched Brandon Key walk away with the checkered flag and park it in a victory lane, whereas last week's race winner, back in the 10th position, right where he qualified from. Key not really going anywhere tonight. He's stayed right around that 10th, about 8th to 12th position, give or take which caution flag we've been under here tonight. Key with a solid car. Just needs to find a little bit more pace as we get set to hit the gas once again. Here we go. Green flag flies. 1, 2, 3 wide now. 3 wide through turn number 1. Nick Cannon going to put it at the top of the speed track. It's top of the speed track, top of the speedway. They'll sort that out. And now paying the price. Cannon falling back, 45 of Adam Wood looking to his inside. Again, the Monster Energy Toyota Camry break into the top 5 for the first time here tonight. Still working that inside lane. Cannon having none of it, keeping that 5th position for the time being. Biggest mover of the race is Nick Cannon. He's up 21 positions from where he started here tonight. And Cannon will keep that 5th spot for now, front of the field. All nose to tail. There you can see that Auto Owner's Insurance number 4 of Jimot following Maxwell Castro. 45 sits in the 8th position. Good run. Solid night here tonight for him. Up 3 positions from where he qualified. But let's jump back here with Brandon Key. He's in the middle of a hornet's nest. The Cub Cadet number 7 looking to the outside. There you can see Key trying to walk away, trying to get his way up through this field. Ryan Farrell, Tyler Gentry right behind him, and caution flag flies, trouble on the track. John Tiller has an issue and goes around. Let's go check this latest replay as we've got drivers stopped on track. Oh my gosh, and the 27 just ate the wall. There's Tommy Schaefer. He's been involved in this incident, and it is a parking lot back in turn number 4. Let's go to the replay. There you see the 77 down deep and into the corner, sliding the tires, and he goes around on the inside wall. Schaefer goes around off of the 22. Driver's locking him up. The 27 locks him up to miss another wreck, and Henshaw finds himself in a big old mess. There you see your race leaders coming by. All of these drivers now going to lose a lap. Back across and in front of the field, the 27 into the outside wall, compounding the problems. And Ryan Henshaw, big trouble here tonight as he's going to stay still on the track, let all of these drivers by. And it looks like he may have lost a second lap to your race leader. And here comes the 24. Oh my gosh. We're going to head back to the front with your race leader, Wesley Jeanette, looking to do what Nicholas Pressey did in stage 1, and that's walk away, leading every single lap in stage number 2. We're going to have ourselves a short shootout to the end of this second stage. Trying to check on your pole sitter, your stage 1 winner, Nicholas Pressey, and see where he's at, and he's back on the lead lap, back inside the top 20. The 94 Ford Mustang back in the 19th position. He has still got a long way to go to get back to the front. But looking at our stats over here, we've got a lot of drivers that have yet to come to pit road, as it looks to be about 11 drivers that have yet to come to pit road for tires or fuel. Your top 8 drivers remaining on track, all out on track since the drop of the initial green flag here tonight in the HMG Innovations 100 in the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series. Trying to string it out as long as they can before they head to pit road, because they know they're going to give up a ton of track position. There you see drivers making their way off of pit road. They'll keep themselves in front of the pace car, and we will get set to go green flag racing next time around. The pace car lights come back on, and we'll have ourselves one more lap here at Martinsville. And just being informed, we have a little bit of a technical glitch here tonight. Unfortunately, some of the links not down in the description as usual. But if you're looking for a great cause to help support an enormous battle, check out Pinkett Ford at pinkettford.org. That's www.pinkettford.org. Wesley Jeanette brings the field back to the restart box and will hammer down on the gas, and green flag flies once again. We'll have a quick little shootout here to the end of this stage And Jeanette looks to keep that top spot, battling Jaden Gimble as Nick Cannon on the high side. We've seen Cannon use that crunchy roll 60, and whoa, there goes Gimble. Oh my gosh! Do you see Brandon Key back there? Oh my gosh! Doing his best Bigfoot impression. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a huge wreck for Brandon Key, your race winner last week at Richmond, Virginia. He's going to be hard-pressed to walk away with a race lead this time around. Let's see if we can't get that one queued up for you. Do we got that? We've got that one. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look from the vantage point of Brandon Key. This is going to be a wild ride. Key down to 3 and 4. There you see the Calamity in front. There's the contact, and whoa, just up and around. There's the fence, the sky. Oh my gosh. Woo, that was eventful to say the least. Let's go back, check it out from Jim Hott's vantage point. There you see the 4 auto owners insurance machine making his way to the high side. He'll go way up the track trying to avoid everything and just nowhere to go. 86 stopped on the track after contact with the 21. And now the 4 joins the long list of drivers with trouble here tonight from Martinsville. As we head back to the front, Wesley Johnson Pitts, Charles Urich, Maxwell Castro, John Freeman, Randy Henshaw, Tommy Schaefer, Glenn Grimm, Nick Cannon, Caden Gibble, Jaden Darling, Jason Blaney, Brandon Key, Nick Goebel, Henshaw, and Eric Hegdal, all to pit road this time around. Wesley Jeanette getting credit for winning stage number 2. So with both stages now in the book, both stages in the bag, we get set for the long run here tonight. Just under 120 laps left in tonight's HMG Innovations 100. That's right, 200 laps around this paperclip famous half-mile track in Martinsville, Virginia, nestled in the hills, kind of in the middle of nowhere, really. If you've ever been to Martinsville, you know the closest thing to it is a railroad track, and I am not kidding one bit. Beautiful facility, though, here in Martinsville, Virginia, hosting tonight's International Virtual Racing League Pinkett Ford Cup Series. First time under the lights for the Pinkett Ford Cup Series here at Martinsville. And, well, they say racing gets a little tougher under the lights. And it is a short track shootout under the lights here on a Tuesday night on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, race fans, as always, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you like what it is that they give to you week in, week out here in the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series. Join us in that push to 3,000. Drop these drivers that thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, maybe even one of the many sponsors here with the many leagues covered here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there'd be no us. And, well, pace car going to duck down, and we're going to have ourselves another restart here tonight from Martinsville. Front of the field looks a little different. Matthew Baker now leads them all. Second lead change, a third different race leader. The 26 nails the gas and gets fired off and runs away on this restart. And we've got a quick caution, quick caution. Looks like debris caution will bring the field back to a crawl. The V Coasting Thunder sponsored 26 machine of Matthew Baker. He's going to have to pull the reins back on that Chevy ZL1 Camaro. He's going to have to reel back the reins and wait for the pace car. So as we find ourselves under caution here tonight for the 11th time at Martinsville, Virginia, the famous paperclip track nestled in the hills, in the foothills of Virginia, right on the North Carolina border. We're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Head back trackside for all your green flag action. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside as the field remains behind the pace car. Caution number 11 here tonight, bringing the field back to a crawl. Field should see the one to go. They'll be allowed to utilize that choose line. And then we will get ourselves fired off the next time around. We've seen drivers utilize the opportunity to snatch track position and keep themselves at the front of the field. Matthew Baker came to pit road way back at lap number 39. He is now in front of this field. How long can Baker keep it out front? We've seen Nicholas Pressey be able to keep control of the race lead after snatching the pole position. Came to pit road at the end of stage number 1. That allowed Wesley Jeanette to take the top spot. And he kept it all of stage number 2 as we fire it off, this time by 43 of Ryan Farrell. He's going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack, and he'll grab that top spot away. We'll get that timing and scoring back over to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see multiple drivers with some big-time trouble, and we've got more trouble here tonight at Martinsville. Mark Snyder has a problem on track. Let's go see what happened with Snyder. And 3 wide never works at Martinsville. There you can see the 45, the 5, and I believe, let's check the replay on that one more time. I believe that may have been that Cub Cadet number 7. Yes, it is. There you can see the 7. Didn't know he was 3 wide, really, so we can't blame. I don't want to place the blame on any one driver for any incident, really, but there you go. 3 wide, not going to work at Martinsville. We've got ourselves the 12th caution of the evening here at Martinsville. Back to the front of the field. New race leader Ryan Farrell leads them all. 3rd lead change here tonight. 4th different race leader. Caution number 12. The HMG Innovations 100. Not much of a mix-up with the choose line going on this time around as we see the iRacing pace car duck off. Ryan Farrow elects to keep the bottom of the track, keep that inside lane pumping to the front. Waiting for it off of turn number 4. A little bit of an advantage off of 4 here. Field will stack up. And we'll go one more lap around. Race officials allowing the rest of the field to catch up and grab their position. So we'll go around one more time, then drop the hammer as we close in on the halfway point of tonight's HMG Innovations 100 for the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series. Back to the line, and green flag flies once again here from Martinsville. A little bit of a better start that time around for Matthew Baker, but unable to keep himself in contention for that top spot. Ryan Farrow will take off and show the way. How about Jim Ott in that 4? Good recovery here for Ott. No hood on that auto owner's insurance number 4. Wonder how good his insurance is. Got to be good enough to get him back out there on the track. And here comes a big run by the 60. There's Nicholas Pressey making his way. Big hole through the field. 2-3 wide contact. One driver around. Charles Urich after contact goes around. And there you see the 76 with some big damage. No front clip on the front of that fall-out Chevy Z01 Camaro. Charles Urich with trouble. Let's go see if we've got that one. Let's go see if we can find what happened here. Charles Urich caught up and involved in our latest caution here tonight. There you see the 76 down on the inside of the 45, the 44, and the 4 all get 2-3 wide contact with the left rear of that 44. Sent the 76 around. One driver catching a clipping the front end of Urich's machine as he was going by. There you can see, I believe that's the 27. Slowing down just enough not to be involved in this latest incident. And it's becoming a who's who of who's got damage here tonight at Martinsville. Just a handful of drivers clean and clear on the track. Race leader right now, Ryan Farrow. He looks to be one of the few drivers with no damage. And just as I say that, you can see some crinkles on that right front of his hood. 43 even has some issues. There's the 60 of Nick Cannon. He's got a little bit of scrapes on his machine as well. We know about what happened with the 94 upwards of about 50 or so laps ago. Nicholas Pressey has made his way back up through the field. And as we said, it's a who's who of who's got damage. We're checking all the way back here around that 7th, 8th position, and you still see drivers with beat-up machines heading into the corner. There's Adam Wood, the 45. He's got some damage on the front end of his Toyota Camry. Also a bumper pushed in. And more drivers through this field back behind the group at the front have damage as well. So it looks to be, as we said, a who's who of who's got damage here tonight from the Paperclip, Martinsville, Virginia. Not pulling any punches. Making these drivers earn their money here tonight. Making them earn that paycheck. Just past the halfway point, it's time to go ahead and give you a little bit of house cleaning. A little bit of cleanup here with the running order. 31 drivers to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got 26 drivers out there on the track, but only 17 listed on the lead lap. Jimont looks like he may fall off of the lead lap here. He's going to get off of pit road just in time, so Jimont looks like he may actually keep himself on the lead lap. The 6 of Matthew Montgomery listed off of the lead lap in the lucky dog position, 1 lap down. As the field all chooses which line they want to restart from, and the field will receive the 1 to go this time by. Tell you what, race fans, we're going to go around the track one more time under caution. What do you say we go up in the stands with the fans right here at Martinsville, Virginia? Sold out, packed house to watch tonight's short track shootout with the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series HMG Innovations 100. Coming to you live from the Turn 3 Racing Network. We'll go high above the track with the drone cam for the restart. And here we go. Field double file. Waiting to hit the gas is that 43 at the front in the restart box. Hits the hammer and green flag flies. Great restart for Baker. Great restart on that outside lane. Row number 1. Baker with a huge restart there, was able to yard the drivers behind him and to secure that second position without much of any trouble. Castro will lose the position for the time being to Nick Cannon. Here comes Nicholas Pressey, who was super fast in happy hour, grabbed the pole position, led every lap in stage number 1. Now Nicholas Pressey has finally cracked back inside of the top 5. There you can see the 45 of Adam Wood, your highest running Toyota driver in the field. He's knocking on the door of a top 5, up 13 positions from where he qualified. Talking about a driver moving to the front. How about that 77 of John Tiller as well? 77 has been involved in some incidents here tonight, but still running strong, up 18 spots. Tiller runs in 7th. Oh, and there you can see Jaden Gimbel with contact, and Gimbel goes around. The 7 caught up and involved in this one. We've got more drivers stacking up with trouble here from Martinsville. Both of those drivers will correct the cars and they'll fire back off, catch back up to the tail end of the field. And we'll jump back up front with your race leader as he makes his way off of turn number 4 and back across the start-finish line. Lap 113 now on the board. Caution 14 in the books. Bird's eye view high above the track in the spotter's stand. Haven't brought you this look before. New camera we've been working on in the background. Do want to say I appreciate it to all the guys and girls back at the Turn 3 headquarters working hard on a lot of these cameras. Big time shout out to Esteban as well. Great camera work, my man. Gentry, Gimbel, Henshaw, Schaefer, Ott, Snyder, Goebel, and Urich all to pit road, this time by a handful of drivers. Looks to be about 8 of them all to pit road here on lap 114 out of the 200 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. That's right, 200 laps, 100 miles under the lights here at Martinsville, Virginia, and the HMG Innovations 100. snatching the race lead on the restart. Matthew Baker was able to, Ryan Farrell was able to take that spot away from Matthew Baker, who's had a good previous 2 restarts just after the stage, not able to fire off and keep that top spot, able to keep pace, has some speed, but just unable to fire off and keep that race lead. Ryan Farrell now looks to try to dominate the top spot. We've seen the driver at the front be able to keep the field at bay. Will we see the famed 43 be able to park it in victory lane, or will a new fresh face at the front spoil the show? Ryan Farrell already parking that 43 in victory lane 2 separate times so far this season. Will he be the first driver to make it a 3rd checkered flag in his back pocket? Great season so far for Farrell. 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s. He's looking to continue that pace and consistency here tonight from Martinsville Speedway. But Jaden Gimbel, where is Gimbel? The 81 of Jaden Gimbel has been kind of a, I don't want to say a no-show, but kind of quiet, super quiet night here for the driver leading the point standings coming into tonight's race. The only driver that has 6 top 5s, 6 top 10s coming into tonight's race. Gimbel just behind the 8 ball, stuck in traffic as we get set to drop the hammer once again. Here we go. Green flag flies once again here from Martinsville. Good run into the corner that time once again by the 26 of Matthew Baker. Nick Cannon now looking to his inside. Maxwell Castro right to his outside. The 45 of Adam Wood going to fall in line on the bottom of the racetrack. But look at Castro go in the 48. He's going to grab that 3rd spot away. He's going to leave the door open for that 60 to fill the hole once again. You don't want to leave that door open too many times in the 48. Now going to slam it shut, and the 45 says, I'll have some of that. He's going to look to the high side, and caution flag flies once again here from Martinsville. Looks like John Tiller involved and caught up in our latest incident here tonight. What do you say we go back to the replay? Let's go see what happened with Tiller. 77 down on the bottom of the racetrack. There you can see that HMG Innovations number 12 to his high side, and whoop, just loops it and right into the inside safer barrier. You're going to lose a ton of track position, but and it looks like there may be some broken suspension. The 77 of Tiller having trouble getting it heading in the right direction. With more drivers to pit road, we've got another new race leader at the front of this field. Just our 4th lead change of the night. 5th different race leader, our 15th caution flag on the night here tonight in the HMG Innovations 100 live from Martinsville. We're going to step away for a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with all your green flag action right here from Martinsville.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
And back trackside as promised, not missing any other green flag action. Drivers just coming to the choose line. 48 of Castro will take the inside lane. Adam Wood goes to the top side. Randy Henshaw, Nicholas Pressey make up row number 2. Henshaw will take the high side while Pressey takes the inside. 29 of Tommy Schaefer. He's knocking on the door of a top 5. And Schaefer, no front clip on that 29 Chevy Z01 Camaro. The Tide Downey 44 of Jason Harrison. He breaks into the top 5 for the first time here tonight as well. So it's been a tale of 2-3 races for a handful of these drivers at the front, going to the back at the front. Drivers that started in the back coming to the front, now back in the back once again. And big names with trouble as well here tonight from Martinsville Speedway. Last week's race winner, the 8 of Brandon Key, finds himself parked back in the garage watching from the video screen. The 8 will walk away from tonight's race in 29th as we get set to fire it back off once again. 48 now on the inside to the restart box, and green flag flies once again here from Martinsville. Good jump up through the gears, and Castro will step away, stacking them up a little bit further back through the field. Let's jump back to the back of this field. We've got some movers going, with some moving going on. Jason Harrison, whoa, my goodness, and one driver goes around on the front stretch. There's Patrick Gaspar, also around the 86, caught up involved in this one. A lot of trouble here tonight at Martinsville Speedway when the track gets jammed up. There's pretty much nowhere you can go, and drivers just unfortunately not able to get it bowed down quick enough, back down quick enough, and bowing up a few fenders and hoods here tonight. Trouble on the track once again. We'll head back with your race leader, Maxwell Castro. First time he's led here so far this season. Will we see that 48 be able to park it in victory lane? The next level Chevy ZL1 Camaro tries to lead the rest of the laps here tonight. Lap 129 will now go on the board. Gonna take a look around. What do you say we get a little bit closer to the track as these drivers find themselves under caution here for the 16th time tonight at the half-mile paperclip. Martinsville Speedway. The Cup Cadet number 7 of Tyler Gentry receives the wave around. Gentry sitting back in the 18th position. Gets himself back onto the lead lap. Jim Ott, Mark Snyder, John Freeman, Jaden Gimbel, Nick Goebel, Glenn Grimm, and Charles Urich all coming to pit road. Jaden Darling also going to join the drivers on the pit road. Patrick Gaspar in his 86 after contact and trouble under our latest caution flag. He's going to pull to pit road and elect to try to beat the fenders out on that thing. An interesting fact coming into tonight's race fans, 5 extra sets of tires in the pits for these drivers, and most of them have only visited pit road 2 times here tonight. Race leader Castro last onto pit road back at lap number 88, so we'll look to see if he decides to continue this thing all the way to the end. We know he's got enough fuel on board. Even if we go green from here on out, I do believe he's still going to have enough fuel on board to make it to the end. But how about Tommy Schaefer, Randy Henshaw, Wesley Jeanette? Those 3 drivers in a row were all on to pit road over the 100 lap mark, so they have some pretty fresh tires. Ryan Farrell, Nick Cannon down to pit road and lap 120. Some of the freshest tires on the track. Just a handful of drivers coming to pit road this latest time. Choose line back into effect once again. Drivers will get set to go double file as field gets the one to go. Field getting double file. Everybody down into turn number 3. We'll see the one finger wave this time around, and we will get set to fire things off once again here from Martinsville. Top 18 drivers on the track on the lead lap still here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia. There you can see the 24 of Nick Goebel. Big, heavy damage on the front end. No hood, no front clip on that 24. Well behind the 8 ball, sitting back in the 20th position. iRacing pace car ducks off once again, and we will fire things off once again. Taking the green, we start lap 134. Castro hits the gas and just fires off like a cannon, man. Gone 2, 3. Car linked advantage by the time he finds himself working down the backstretch. Nicholas Pressey, you better be careful. Pressey back to second. Contact and stacking them up. 22 gonna go around contact, and caution flag flies once again here tonight. Stacking up the field, and it's a parking lot on the front stretch. .22 of Chad Hitchcock has trouble. John Freeman with trouble. Jim Ott. Jaden Gimble, I believe the 17 of Jason Blaney has caught a piece of this one. Matthew Montgomery also involved there. You can see that 6 very slow. The 5 has been caught up and involved in yet another incident. Mark Snyder with heavy damage here. A lot of drivers caught up and involved in our 17th caution of the evening here tonight in the Pinkett Ford Cup Series. HMG Innovations 100, 200 laps in the official race distance. We work our way around the track under caution. Lap 137 now underway. Pit road, very busy place here tonight at Martinsville, Virginia. Short track shootout causing some trouble here tonight. There's going to be a lot of bent sheet metal. There's going to be a lot of fabricators back at these shops that are, well, going to be a little bit hot under the collar. They've watched their beautiful, delicate machines be beaten and battered here at Martinsville, Virginia. And you know what they say? It's short track racing. I mean, it happens. It is what it is. Drivers will beat and bang when positions are on the line. And lap count begins to get a little bit smaller. Look for drivers to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to walk away with their first checkered flag of the season. We've had ourselves just 5 different race leaders so far here in season number 2 in the International Virtual Racing League's Pinkett Ford Cup Series. Jaden Gimbel with 2, Ryan Farrell with 2, Patrick Gaspar, Brandon Key won last week at Richmond, and Joel Connolly, a sub driver, essentially snatching a race victory here away from the regulars, I don't want to call them regular drivers, the full-time drivers. There you go. Snatching a race win away from the full-time drivers. And Connolly, one of those ringers, not in the field here tonight. As we work ourselves back down the backstretch, the iRacing pace car will duck off, and we will fire things back off once again here at Martinsville Speedway. We'll head to a different camera vantage point. How quickly will that 48 jump out? And he's on the gas. Green flag flies once again from Martinsville. Nicholas Pressey pressing the issue on the inside of that 45 of Adam Wood, trying to take that second spot away. Can Wood somehow secure that spot? And Pressey going to make up a lot of ground there through 3 and 4. He'll pull even on the way to 1. Way up the track goes that red Monster Energy 45 Toyota Camry of Adam Wood. Wood going to fall back to that 3rd position, drop down to the bottom of the speedway, trying to cover that inside lane, because here comes your stage 2 winner. He led every lap in stage number 2, no front clip on that 74 this time around, looking somewhat like a modified. Can the 74 find a way to the front? How about some news on the race? Fastest lap of the race just turned in last time around by Nicholas Pressey, running in that 2nd position, a 1952. Almost right on top of his qualifying efforts. Pressey is not playing around no more. He has found his way back through the field, back up to the front, and Pressey, your pole sitter, looking to grab that top spot again. And he's going to have to wait to this latest restart, because caution, flag flies once again. Chad Hitchcock has some trouble. Hitchcock with some trouble here tonight. That's going to bring out the caution for the 18th time here from Martinsville, Virginia. Let's go back. Let's check the Pinkett Ford replay. And Hitchcock just losing the car and right up into the outside wall. That pretty much explains itself right there. Just trouble out there, getting the car turned and up into the outside wall. Caution flag flies once again here from Martinsville. And as we do find ourselves under pace conditions once again here, caution flag flies at Martinsville, Virginia, HMG Innovations 100. We're going to step away from the track, pay a few more bills. You know how that goes, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside as the field gonna receive the one to go. This time around, choose line already in effect. Drivers now doubling it up for the final 50-lap run down here tonight at Martinsville. 3/4 of the way through tonight's HMG Innovations 100. We have had 18 cautions on the night here at Martinsville, Virginia. The famed half-mile paperclip putting these drivers to the test. And we have got a handful off of the lead lap with big-time trouble. It's going to be a big point standings shake-up as we are now down to just 16 drivers left on the lead lap. John Freeman in that 42 machine rounds out the drivers still on the lead lap. Castro leads Wood and Pressey in Jeanette. Back to your green flag here off of turn number 4. And on the gas, here we go once again. Green flag flies from Martinsville. Not much of an issue there for any of the drivers at the front of the field. Everybody makes their way around clean and clear. We'll jump back from the track for the restart here for just a moment as Nicholas Pressey trying to grab that second position back once again. And caution flag flies. Ryan Farrell with trouble. Ryan Farrell, your latest driver to join the group of drivers with trouble. The 43 has issues and goes around. And we will have our 19th caution of the night. Nicholas Pressey on his way to the front. And these cautions kind of stopping that run for Pressey. Gotta ask ourselves, will anybody else come to pit road? If they do, I mean, you're only going to start as far back as 16th. It's still a lot of cars to overtake, still a lot of drivers to pass before the end of tonight's race. But now down to just 46 laps when we drop the green flag. Once again, we'll have ourselves right around 42, 43 laps left. Is that enough time to make your way up through the field? And will we see these quick successive cautions once again slowing the chances, lessening the opportunities for these drivers to make those gains up through the field? You can gain 1 or 2 on a restart. It's hard to gain 4 or 5, especially at a short track, unless you're just going to bull in a china shop your way to the front. And I'm pretty sure drivers and admins, race officials would frown heavily upon that. So trying to make your way up through the field on a short track in 46 laps, less than 46 laps, it's going to be tough, as all of these drivers at some point in time have received some form of damage here. There isn't a clean car through the field here tonight, beating and banging under the lights here at Martinsville, Virginia. And I wonder who's going to survive. I mean, survival of the fittest right now. If you look through your top 5, let's get a picture of how these drivers are stacking up with each other. Driver at the front of the field leading tonight's race. He is your 4th different race leader of the night, the 48 of Maxwell Castro. One of the cleaner cars through the field, but still some damage on that 48 machine. Driver sitting back in the 2nd position out of New York City. And Nicholas Pressey looking to get that 94 back to the front of the field. He started from your pole position, walked away with the stage 1 win. Pressey right there knocking on the door of a checkered flag. How about the loneliest man in the field here tonight? Out of the Steel Horse Racing Stables, Rockfish, North Carolina's very own Adam Wood inside his Monster Energy number 45. Wood, the solo Toyota through this field, and he will restart outside of your race leader on the front row. as Prissy elected to take that inside lane. How about Wesley Jeanette? He'll line up fourth for this latest restart, as Jeanette has won stage number 2. He's got a lot of laps led in his back pocket. And a new mention. How about Jaden Darling? Right here, Jaden. Coming into tonight's race, sitting well back in the point standings. Darling looking to have a solid finish tonight. At 75, will restart in 4th. Drivers making their way through 1 and 2, double file once again as the pace car lights go off. We will get set to fire things back off here from Martinsville, Virginia. Final 41 laps to be had. Down and away goes the pace car, and here we go. Let's jump high above the track. What do you say, race fans? Let's go to the turn 3 drone cam for this latest restart. 48 brings the field to the box and all the gas. Green flag flies. Here at Martinsville, everybody up through the gears. Looks like Darling with a little bit of a struggle on that outside lane as Jason Harrison now looking to the inside. Here comes Matthew Montgomery looking to grab a spot. There's Patrick Gaspar back inside the top 10. And race leader Castro goes around. Oh my goodness, what happened at the front? Maxwell Castro goes around and gives the race lead back to Pressy. Let's go get a little closer to this one. Let's go check this replay. Down into the corner, and a little bit of a scrub on the bumper, and that's going to send the 48 around the 45, going to lose the position. And no, they're going to say Adam Wood has that top spot. I believe they're going to give that race lead to Adam Wood, and yes, they are. Adam Wood now takes over the race lead. He'll become the 5th different race leader and give us our 6th lead change on the night, our 20th caution flag for the evening. Green flag flies as Adam Wood hits the gas. Nicholas Pressey right there, still in second, catching the field off guard, catching us off guard a little bit as when that green flag flew, and caution flag gonna fly once again. Quick caution here at Martinsville. Once again, we see that caution flag fly, and we've got lots of drivers in trouble on track now. A handful of drivers with issues caught up and involved in this latest one. Eric Hegdal seems like he's been caught up and involved in this one. Jim Hunt, also a victim. Matthew Baker, caught up involved. John Tiller, Nathan Line, all with issues here. And that list of damaged machines continues to grow here tonight under the lights at Martinsville. Drivers having a tough time here with one of the toughest little short tracks. These breaks giving these drivers a little bit of trouble, a little bit of a fit. New horsepower package, new aero package, new race car all together, catching a handful of these drivers out. And Nicholas Pressey will pull from second down to pit road. Oh my goodness. Pressey is going to give up a lot of track position by coming to pit road this time by. That's going to leave the 74 of Wesley Jeanette in the position to pounce. He'll line up in the second position. Will he start outside of your race leader, or will he elect to stay back there in third, opening up the door for another driver? 75 of Jaden Darling listed in a third place, up 13 positions from where he qualified here tonight. Darling with a great run, but how about that 44 of Jason Ayerson? Pretty much a quiet night. We haven't really mentioned him very much. You can see even his machine, well, it's going to have to go through the washing machine to get cleaned up. A lot of scrapes and scuffs on that 44 tied machine. Ayerson into the top four, up 26 positions here tonight. He is your biggest mover by almost 10 positions. I mean, Ayerson's starting basically shotgun Sally tail into the field here tonight, and now he finds himself sitting in a solid position inside your top five. Only previous race winner inside your top five? Well, that's this man right here. No bumper cover. No rear bumper cover on that 86 machine, and Patrick Gaspar has found a way to make it towards the front. Field back, double file. Once again, front row, Adam Wood and Jason Ayerson. We're ready to fire things off once again into the start finish line we go. Green flag flies at Martinsville in the HMG Innovations 100. Big jump there by that 45. Ayerson able to hang tough. He'll grab that position away from Wesley Jeanette, as Jeanette gonna drop back to third, and caution flag flies once again here from Martinsville. Looks like Randy Henshaw may have been caught up and involved in our latest on-track incident. What do you say we go check the replay? Oh, and Patrick Gaspar also involved. The 12, the 43 caught up in this one, and the 12 looks like he's going to bear the brunt of this latest on-track incident. Henshaw going to lose a ton of ground. He'll restart. Tail end of the lead lap, back right around that 17th, 18th position, back up front with your race leader as we begin to wind down the laps here tonight, down to just about 27 to go, 26 when we cross the line this time by. We will step away for just a short commercial break. Once again, don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And back trackside as the field receives the one to go. We will get set to fire things off next time by right here from Martinsville, Virginia, the HMG Innovations 100 for the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series right here on the Turn 3 Race Network. 45 of Adam Wood takes the inside for the restart once again. And we will see the green flag fly with 22 to go. On the gas and up through the gears, green flag flies. Wesley Johnson takes that second position away. 29 of Tommy Schaefer looks to grab a podium spot. Jason Harrison down on the inside of that Ty Downey machine. He's looking to secure that position, but don't look now. Here comes the fast 42 with no front clip. John Freeman emerges on the scene. Freeman now inside the top 5, running right. Oh my goodness, and Harrison goes around. He spins it twice, and now back into the inside wall. And caution, flag flies once again with 20 to go. Jason Harrison with some big trouble late in the race. And we will jump back live with your race leader at the front. How will this man keep that race lead? We've seen him battling to keep the race lead. The 74 of Wesley Jeanette walked away with the stage 2 win. He has found a way back to the front in the waning stages of tonight's HMG Innovations 100. No front clip on his 74 machine. Can he somehow keep it out front? And look at your top 5. It looks like a modified race out there. No front clip on Jeanette, Schaefer, Freeman, Castro, all missing front clips here tonight. Look at him back there. And I believe we got that wrong. Castro does have a front clip on his machine. It's Jaden Darlin right back behind him with no front clip on his 75. Nicholas Pressey, also some big time trouble. sitting back outside of your top 5, sitting in that 7th position. Your pole sitter, long way to go still, but he's still got a front clip. Is that going to make a difference with such short few laps remaining in tonight's race here? 200 laps, the scheduled official race distance. Will we see this thing go to overtime? That's something we haven't talked about yet here tonight, race fans. Is our drivers prepared to go those extra laps? Have some of these drivers maybe miscalculated on some of the fuel mileage? Could we see one of these drivers run short and have to come to pit road? Should we see an overtime breakout amongst the field here tonight? We should have about 14 laps remaining when we get the green flag once again from the boss man to the flag stand. Choose line in effect, everybody trying to get into their positions. You can see, as we've mentioned here tonight, it's a who's who of who's got damage. A ton of drivers missing their front clips. And as we already said, too, there's going to be a lot of fabricating departments very busy over the course of the next 2 weeks. We'll get to that here in just a brief moment. Back to the restart we go. 74 of Jeanette down on the inside. Adam Wood looking to take the top spot away on the outside. On the restarting on the gas once again. Green flag will fly as Jeanette hits the loud pedal. And right down to the bottom of the track goes Adam Wood, all over his tail end, trying to chase down your race leader. The 42 of John Freeman moves to third. Freeman moves to third, and he's got a challenge from Pressy. Contact sideways, collecting it, but drivers in the back not collecting it. Looks like the 6 involved, the listed as the 24 on the side of that machine, but I believe that may be, that is not the 12. I apologize. I'm trying to remember who that is, and we can't quite put our fingers on it, but unfortunately a lot of drivers caught up and involved in this latest one. Eric Hegdahl, Charles Urick, Matthew Montgomery, and Jason Blaney all caught up and involved in this latest incident. That's going to put us right back under caution once again. In Wesley Jeanette, I don't want to say he's enjoying this, but every time they go under caution, that's a few more laps that he's not going to have to worry about walking away from this field. He's only going to have to fire off for a handful of laps, because we're going to go back green flag racing with less than 10 to go. The sold-out packed house, the fans in the stands begin to stand on their feet. They know they've seen fireworks but they haven't seen anything about anything. What's in store for the rest of tonight's race? Drivers going to be on it. I'll take absolutely no give for these final laps. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee we haven't seen the last of that pesky caution flag fly here tonight at Martinsville Speedway. Caution number 24 now goes on the books with just 10 laps to go. Drivers all making their choices for what could end up being the final restart of tonight's race. We're going to go back green flag racing, this time by iRacing pace car. Will duck off and we will fire things off once again. And no, we're going to go around one more time. Going to make sure we have this lineup straight for what could be the money restart, could be the final shot for Jeanette to put it in victory lane. What about Adam Wood, Nicholas Pressey, John Freeman, even Maxwell Castro, Nick Cannon, Tommy Schaefer? Your top 7 drivers on track yet to go to victory lane. And it looks like we will have ourselves a new race winner by the end of tonight's race here at Martinsville Speedway in the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series HMG Innovations 100. Pace car down and away, 8 to go at the line. Jeanette brings the field back to the restart line, and here we go. Green flag flies once again here from Martinsville. Jeanette down on the bottom of the racetrack covering that position. Slide contact now from second to third. Adam Wood and Nicholas Pressey going at it. Pressey gonna dive down into the corner, deep into turn 3 and 4. He'll pull even. They'll drag race off of 4 and back across the line. Advantage for the time being goes to Adam Wood, still running that high line. Wood not able to get off of the corner as well. Pressey looks to the bottom once again, while Jeanette still leads the field in contact. Both drivers up the track. More chaos behind, and caution flag flies. Contact between Nicholas Pressey and Adam Wood sends Wood to the back. The 48 of Maxwell Castro also with some trouble. And we will have our 25th caution of the night. We will head to overtime. And there you can see that 94 of Nicholas Pressey heading to the rear of the field after avoidable contact deemed by the race control and officials. Pressey will go from having a solid finish towards running at the tail end of the lead lap. Maxwell Castro also victim under our latest caution. Castro down onto pit road fixing his machine. He's going to be hard pressed to get back out there, and they're going to shake their heads and drop the jack. Castro makes his way off of pit road. He'll stay on the lead lap. Wesley Jeanette, your race leader, led the entirety of stage number 2. His car was a lot cleaner back in stage number 2 since he has been caught up and involved in multiple incidents here tonight. Tommy Schaefer, the man running in second. We got to give a tip of the cap to him. Came down pit road for a penalty at the beginning of the race. Went down 3 laps tonight. Found his way back onto the lead lap before the end of stage number 1. has had multiple incidents here tonight, involved in a lot of mess. None of his doing, just wrong place, wrong time. I guess wrong car number on the side. No, just kidding there, Tommy. Just unfortunate circumstances all night long for Schaefer. And now here we go. Coming to what could be the final restart of the night. Tommy Schaefer finds himself starting inside row number 2. John Freeman in the 42 machine. He's been battling all night long. Freeman will start from the front row outside of Jeanette. Can the 42 fire that machine off? Heavy damage, but there's heavy damage on almost every car in the field. Here we go, race fans. We're going to get it on this time around. Is this the final restart? Who's going to get away from the field to the restart box? And on the gas, green flag flies once again. Wesley Jeanette set sail. Here comes that 42 of Freeman. He's looking to close off the run from the 29 on the inside. Side by side, back for second and third. The 29 of Schaefer to the bottom, and caution flag flies. Caution on the track. Looks like we've got some problems in the back. Adam Wood, Jaden Darling, Nicholas Bressy, Mark Snyder all caught up in this one. Let's go check this latest replay. Field stacks up on the restart. There you can see Adam Wood with a little bit of contact on that 48. More contact. 5 goes around back into the 45. And that's going to stack them up against the fence here. And we'll reline the field up, restack them, and rerun them once again. Green, white, checkered. One more time. Drivers will receive the one to go next time around. Field will make their choices inside or out. What will the 42 of Freeman do? Will he elect to restart from the outside of that front row once again? Or will he fall in line behind your race leader, your stage 2 winner, the 74 of Wesley Jeanette? How about Tommy Schaefer? Where's he going to go? Ryan Farrell back inside the top 5. Farrell in the 43 machine will line up somewhere around possibly 4th or 5th. Field has made their choices, and we are ready to fire things off once again here from Martinsville. We'll go one more time around, and these drivers will lay down the final few laps in tonight's HMG Innovations 100 right here in the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series. Pace car lights have gone out. We will go green flag racing once again. Schaefer on the outside, Jeanette on the bottom. 42 of John Freeman elected to stay back behind Jeanette and start from the third position. Nick Cannon back into the top 5. He picks the high side. He'll start from 4th. Back on the gas once again, and green flag flies one more time. Here from Martinsville, way up the track goes Schaefer. Here comes Ryan Farrell, making his way through the field. Ryan Farrell trying to take a spot away. And we got ourselves a white flag flying. That's right, final lap. No, they're going to call it a caution. Caution on the speedway. We've got no final lap here. White flag did not fly. Wait a minute, or did it? We're trying to figure this one out. We've got the signal that the white flag did come out. And the race win should belong to the man at the front of the field. The 74 of Wesley Jeanette should capture this race win. This is going to be an interesting one, folks. We've got word that, yes, the white flag did indeed fly. We're going to have to wait to see how the race control and admin team handle this one. We're going to have to wait to see what the track officials say here from Martinsville Speedway in the HMG Innovations 100. If they say that's it, or if we're going to restack them one more time. And it does appear like the race officials and track officials getting together and saying no. Looking at the footage, the flagman, yes, he did pull that white flag, but they did not cross the start-finish line. So that will not be the final lap of the race. We will restart this one more time here from Martinsville. And quick restart here, catching us off guard one more time. Wesley Jeanette fires out of a cannon, catches everybody off guard. Not just us up here in the booth, but everybody on the track. And he just yards the field on this latest restart. Jeanette, nobody around, nobody in front, nobody behind, and Jeanette will walk away with the checkered flag, this time by the 74, off of the corner and across the start-finish line. Checkered flag in hand, race win belongs to the 74 of Wesley Jeanette. We'll see what kind of a smoke show Jeanette can pull for the fans still in the stands here tonight at Martinsville Speedway. Oh my gosh, that was almost bad for your post-race celebrations. Tough run here tonight at Martinsville for a handful of drivers, but parking it in victory lane, the man at the front, Wesley Johnson, grabs the checkered flag, and he's going to burn it all down. And we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, head to our post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's HMG Innovations 100. Let's jump right into it. Let's see if we can't grab a few words. Let's see if we can dial up the driver inside of that number 60 machine. Nick Cannons, David the Booth, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Hey man, how you doing? How you feeling after a solid finish to a little bit of a rough night?
Oh, that was great. I'm super happy that I finished third. Like I was hoping for a top 10. I figured I'd be wrecked out or something, but coming home third after getting in a couple wrecks, back in the back, starting back in like 26th or something. I don't remember, but going through all that, coming through the field like 3 times, it that was fun but stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. Gained a ton of positions here tonight. You are the biggest mover of the race. You walked away gaining 23 positions, so you're right. Started tonight's race qualifying back in 26th. As you said, a couple little skirmishes is what we'll call them throughout the race evening. Was there any point in time that that there was a strategy call that may have been able to change your fortunes, possibly get you into maybe one or two spots better?
If I didn't pit at the end of stage 2, I think I could have been up front instead of having to be back in all the wrecks and stuff. Yeah, if I just didn't pit, I think that would have been a whole lot better.
Well, Nick, again, congratulations on a great run to the front of the field and walking away with a podium here tonight from Martinsville, Virginia, the HMG Innovations 100. Before we let you go, though, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, my teammate, my other teammates that aren't in the league, they help me, they help me practice all that. My wife, my future soon-to-be child, obviously. That's about it.
All right, my man. Well, again, Nick, congratulations on a solid run here tonight on a tough little short track. And, well, we'll see what you can do out on the dirt next week. What do you say?
I'm feeling it. I'm really excited for next week.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations, and we'll try to catch up with you next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, there you go. Final few words from the driver walking away in third here tonight. As we mentioned, biggest mover of the race, up 23 positions from where he started. Nick Cannon walks away third. That's going to move us right along in the running order. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few words with the driver inside of that 42 machine. John Freeman, it's Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing tonight?
Man, I can't complain. Living the life, living the dream. How about you? Great finish to a little bit of a rough night under the lights here, and a hometown track.
Yes, sir. Another hometown track, just like Richmond. I was glad I could come out and get a good finish here and support. Just show out in my home state. Up and down race, like you said, a very, very tough race. But it went well overall. I'm very glad that I could bring home that P2.
Well, John, want to get your thoughts on next week. We head to yet our third, I'm going to call it our third in a row. I consider Richmond a short track. Our third short track in a row, but this time you're going to be running on dirt. What's your thoughts moving forward to Bristol next week?
To be honest, I'm excited and scared all at the same time. I'm not a dirt guy. I've owned iRacing for just over a year, man, and I don't think I've ran one dirt oval race. I'm going to have to put in some practice throughout the week. I did do one test session this past weekend, and it did not go well. So I will be in the lab all week long trying to figure out that track so I can hopefully get another great performance together here in this wonderful league, IVRL.
All right. Well, John, hopefully you and your team and your crews all get together and you can get some more sim time in before next Tuesday night's race at Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt here at Bristol. It's gonna be a crazy night, crazy good. We wish you the best. Hopefully you get those that seat time in, and we get to talk to you again in post-race interviews next week. But before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-out, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yes, sir. First, I would like to thank all my friends, including some other drivers in the field tonight, Glenn Grimm, Matt Montgomery, and Maxwell Castro. Those are three good friends of mine, and they had up and down races as well, but I'm glad they could pull out those top tens. I'd also like to give a shout out to FTR Racing for sponsoring the car, as well as Simply Sweets by Crystal, which is in South Carolina. And if you ever want to check them out and get in contact with them, you can contact Billy Holcomb on Facebook. That's Billy Holcomb, and he will get you set up with that. And I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be in there. Great race, and thank you guys for having me.
All right, my man. Well, again, John, congratulations on the podium here tonight, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a great night.
All right, there you have it. John Freeman, happy to walk away in second. Happy to be going to Bristol, but a little bit on the scared side as well. And don't feel bad, my man. There was some real-life big boys that were kind of scared when they seen the dirt being tossed on Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll see if we can't catch up with John once again next week at Bristol. But for now, he walks away from Martinsville in second. That will move us right down the line to Victory Lane. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few words with your race winner here tonight inside of the Wounded 74 machine. Wesley, it's Dave. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. First thing I want to ask you is, how mad are those fabricators going to be when you bring back these pieces?
They're probably going to be a little upset.
Until you show them the trophy, right?
Exactly.
Well, Wesley, a crazy bit of a race here tonight. You kept your car clean for a good portion of it. You led every lap there in stage number 2, walked away with the stage win. From that point, that's where you kind of had some trouble there. What went on? Walk us through what happened there in that longer final stage.
Well, after the second stage, I decided that's when I would pit and try to make it to the end from there. But of course, as you know, that didn't go according to plan there. After that first restart, I got caught up. I'm not even sure exactly what happened. All I know is I'm coming down the straight and there's a couple cars crossed over in front of me. And fortunately, I was able to, I went into every caution after that. I went in and got about 10 seconds worth of repairs. And then finally, I had enough to where my car felt good enough to drive. So just kept working my way up. Got lucky. Had my teammates out there battling and fighting with me, and just able to get it up front. And once I got up front, I felt pretty confident I'd be able to stay up there, especially after the 94 had his issues there at the end.
Well, Wesley, more importantly, we congratulated you on walking away with the Stage 2 win. We said congratulations on winning the race, but parking it in Victory Lane for the first time this season, you joined the group of 5 drivers that have visited Victory Lane. How good does it feel to get the monkey off your back in the win column early this season, especially knowing that we're going to go to a little bit of an unknown once again next week when we head to Bristol Dirt?
Yeah, it feels really good. It takes a lot of pressure off, so just concentrate on racing and hopefully get my teammates to get up there and get some wins also.
All right.
Yes, it feels great.
All right, Wesley. Well, again, congratulations walking away from the track here tonight with some bonus points, winning Stage 2, walking away with your first checkered flag of the evening. Hopefully it's the first of many to come. Hopefully this gets the ball rolling for you, your crew, and your team. Before we let you go and enjoy this race win, though, would you like to give any shout-out, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Absolutely. Fueled Up Motorsports, my teammates, Clark Heating and Cooling, local company here in Dixon, Tennessee, Swift Home Buyers, Arrow Broadcast Network, Factory Effects, Jerry Parker Graphics for an awesome job on our cars, and Venue Radio. And I'd like to thank the league. I'm honored to be a part of this league. I lost my wife to cancer a couple years ago, so it's an honor to run in this league with the mission that they have, and thanks to the admins. They did a really good job. They had a really tough job tonight running this race. So thank you too.
Absolutely, Wesley. Well, I know the race control, track officials, and admins appreciate the kind words. We appreciate the kind words. We're sorry to hear about your loss, but glad you're with us here, giving us some great racing footage. Wesley, again, my man, congratulations on the great run here tonight, and we'll see when we can catch up with you once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the driver walking away with his first checkered flag of the season. Here with the IVRL Pinkett Ford Cup Series, Wesley Johnson parks his 74 in Victory Lane. What a night, what a race we had on our hands here at the short track half-mile paperclip track, Martinsville, Virginia. Under the lights, fans in the stands got their money's worth, and we had ourselves one heck of a night. And as you can hear, producers hitting those familiar sounds in the background, so you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results in the HMG 100. Right here from Martinsville, Virginia, taking the checkered flag in the top spot. Stage 2 winner, your race winner, 74 of Wesley Jeanette. John Freeman will walk away from the track in second, with Nick Cannon rounding out your podium drivers. Ryan Farrell, Patrick Gaspar top out your top 5. 29 of Tommy Schaefer slots home in 6th. Maxwell Castro back in 7th. Jim Hott in 8th. 9th place here tonight belongs to Matthew Montgomery, Nicholas Pressey, Mark Snyder, Matthew Baker, John Tiller, Jaden Darling, and Nick Goebel finish out your top 15. 44 of Jason Ayerson has late race trouble, finishes 4 laps down, back in 16th. 17 Machine walks away 17th. Adam Wood will bring it home in 18th. 19th tonight from Martinsville Speedway belongs to Charles Urick. Eric Hegdel back in 20th with Nathan Line, Randy Hinshaw, Tyler Brown, Jaden Gimbel, and Chad Hitchcock. Rounding out that top 25, 7 of Tyler Gentry sliding home. 26th, 27th tonight is Glenn Grimm. Cade Gimbel will finish the HMG Innovations 100 back in the 28th position. 29th from trackside belongs to last week's race winner Brandon Key. Ryan Hinshaw with an early exit from tonight's race. The 27 will walk away in a 30th. Tail end of the field here tonight. Early retirement for the 31 turn 3 driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Donald Bennett will finish in 31st. Big tip of the cap to the drivers and admins just down the hall. Ben Tooney, Cody McKinney, and Joey McKinney for all they have done here tonight. Big task on the hand for them. We do appreciate all your hard work. It does not go unnoticed. Well, race fans, that's pretty much going to do it for us here in the production booth. As always, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And from myself, David the Cave, and everybody else back at the headquarters, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until then, we'll meet you in Turn 3.